Hey everyone, my name's Trevor, and I just wanted to take a moment to talk about the Blackpink concert that happened on May 1st. And I know it's like a little bit after May 1st, right? But Blackpink just ended their European tour, and I think this is a perfect opportunity to talk to the Blinks who didn't get to go to the Blackpink concert and see what it's like, see what I experienced and what I thought was a positive or negative, and see if it's worth it to, you know, spend the money and go, or not spend the money and not go. So I just broke it down to 4 positives and 4 negatives. I want to, you know, say my spiel, and then I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments about what I thought about the concert. So one of the first things I thought was a positive was that the price was pretty cheap. The venue, like, it did not sell out like YG said, and I literally bought my ticket a week before the concert happened, and I paid like $130 for GA. Compared to BTS, which was like $250 for GA, and for EXO, which was over $300 for GA. I felt like I was getting like a really good deal to pay such like not that much money and be able to experience something like so close, you know what I mean? So I feel like in that sense, that was a really good positive of the concert. The second thing in the concert that I felt like was really good was that Blackpink was really talented and they performed extremely well. They weren't lazy like people said, and they didn't use any auto-tune. I feel like they were just singing, and we were just like, whew. They really put on a show. As you guys can see in the video, I'm like right there. I'm only 4 rows back behind behind VIP, and they paid $5.50 each for their ticket. So, you know, I'm paying significantly less than them, but being able to have just about the same concert as them, you know. So it was a really good experience. There was, you know, I'm not gonna lie, there were parts, the stage is like an eye, right? So there's a back part of the eye that they were at, but you still got to like see them pretty close. They weren't at the front and super close for the whole time. I just want to make that clear. In addition, I feel like the Blinks were not toxic at all. Online, they get a bad rap for being toxic and being mean to other fan groups and being mean to other people on the internet, but I don't know if it was because it was in person or because, you know, I'm a nice guy, but they were pretty nice to me, and I got to meet new friends from the concert, and, you know, vibing together, everyone was really nice, and I really, you know, enjoyed the experience with them. There was no negatives from the other Blinks, so I feel like that, you know, that in itself is a positive. The final positive of the concert, you know, this might not apply to everyone, it might just apply to me, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but Rosé waved to me. And I had to wear this like splint thing, and I was jumping and yelling Rosé, right, with this thing and another guy, and she definitely noticed like this gigantic thing and waved to me. You know, not to the other guy though. She didn't wave to the other guy, she just waved to me, right? So, but, you know, real talk, not paying that much money and being able to experience that, and for Rosé to notice me, I feel like that's like a priceless experience, and I just really, really enjoyed that. So with all positives comes some negatives, right? Nothing's perfect in life. So I wanted to talk about some of the negatives of the concert. The first negative that I felt was that the concert was really short, right? So the concert was only an hour and a half, and I went to EXO before, and I also went to K-Con, and those were both about 3-hour concerts, right? But Blackpink was just an hour and a half, and this could mainly be attributed to them only having 16 songs, including the Do 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 remix. So, yeah, I should have expected this going in. I should have expected that was the reason why the price was so low for the GA, but still, you know, it's definitely a negative that we don't get to see them for as long as other groups, but hopefully in the future when they get more songs and come out with more music, that we'll get to be able to experience like a 3-hour concert with them, right? Because that would be amazing. Second thing that I thought was a real negative of the concert was that there was a lot of breaks, right? I understand that, you know, being a K-pop star, right, it's very tiring and very strenuous and they need breaks, but I just felt like the breaks weren't utilized that well. Like they had their backup group have 2 solo songs like in the middle of their concert. I was just like, this is so boring. Like, we paid for Blackpink, we didn't pay for this group. They could have just got some water and talked to us, right? We don't care about this stupid band in the back, right? And in addition, they also had a full-fledged like 4-minute key out of them just driving around in the car. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of cool, but at the same time, other groups, BTS and EXO, put a lot of effort into their like videos before the show. And if Blackpink did something like that, I think it would have been a lot cooler. For example, like V was like sitting down in a bunch of roses, and Baekhyun was like in a tornado. Like it was super sick. And I just feel like that part, I kind of felt like I was just being sold something by a company by using Blackpink, and it wasn't them. Like, I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it wasn't them. It was just like a company kind of promoting through them. So I just felt like that part of the concert wasn't that fun for me. The third thing was that, you know, compared to other concerts like BTS and EXO, and this makes sense because they haven't toured in the US before, and YG booked Prudential Center, which is a huge venue. There were a lot of empty seats. I'm not gonna lie, I looked around and I was like, it kind of like put a little frown on my face because you couldn't vibe as much and wasn't as loud as the other concerts that I've been to. But I still, you know, it was still good. It was just like a negative that you have to keep in mind, is that it's good for the price, but you know, there are a decent amount of empty seats. And I just feel like that's like a negative in some way. If you guys disagree, please feel free to share, but you know, that's just something I thought. My last negative is really not a big deal. I just think it's something worth to mention, is that Blackpink didn't really do anything fancy like other groups. For example, Blackpink only had like Fire for Playing with Fire, and they only had like some, not explosions, just like when they start with do-do-do-do-do. But like for BTS, like they had Jungkook like flying in singing Euphoria. Like that's insane, right? Like I want Blackpink to fly, right? Like I feel like if other groups can do it, you know, maybe they can, but I know it's not completely them. It's mainly YG, you know, calling all the shots, right? So you can't win all the time, but I think that's something worth to mention. All right, I think that, you know, that wraps it up, what I think are the positives and the negatives of the concert. And I hope to hear what you guys have to say about it. I don't want to be someone making like a pictures and text like a robot in a video. I think it's really important for someone to show their face and, you know, talk to the Blinks directly. So that's why I made this video, and I want to openly discuss you know, the concert and what you guys thought. So please share what you thought below. In addition, you know, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Trev with 5 H's. Hope to hear from you guys soon. All right, bye.